welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today we're here with a 2-page layout. This base page here is from a Vicki Boutin mixed media paper pad. What I like about this is that the mixed media is actually already done for you. And I feel like there's just so many ways that you can use the paper. You can use it as is. You can add your own mixed media right to it. You can have it vertical, horizontal, just so many different ways to use it. I'll actually have a link down below for the mixed media paper. I think you get 36 sheets. I think there's 12 different designs and you get 3 of each of them. So it's just great. Different mixed media styles too. Some of them are circles, some of them look like this. So with that being said, I had that flag already cut and decided I wanted to kind of have the mixed media up and down. Before I started recording, I thought I wanted it horizontal, but changed my mind with that flag. And then I had that polka dotted paper and just kind of layered it behind the picture just to give it a little bit more dimension. In one of my Amy Tangerine paper pads, there was this square cut apart, and it said, keep these memories. I decided, because it went along with the color scheme, that I would use that. I did back that with kind of a yellow and white striped paper as well, just to kind of help it pop up off the page a little bit more. Before I started, and I did this a week or so ago with a different layout, I just kind of went through my papers and picked some out that kind of went with the color scheme of the background page. So I went with the yellows, the greens, and kind of the aqua, and that just kind of helped kickstart my layout. As you can see to the left of the video there's lots of different options with that color scheme that I found. They're just kind of random papers, not just one collection or paper pad, but, I just went through a lot and found what I thought would work. One of the harder things for me, at least, when I do a layout like this, when it's not a certain collection, is finding the embellishments. So a couple seconds ago, that pink container, you saw me go through there. Those are the Little Dude ephemera pieces by Simple Stories, I believe. And then I went and grabbed my 12x12 kind of more boyish sticker sheets to see if there was anything on there. I did have some stickers left over from, I bought some Tennessee specific stickers for the trip, and this actually is nearing the end of my Gatlinburg vacation. So if you've been following along, believe it or not, I am almost done. Well, actually, at this point, I am done. I think this was the second to last layout of that, and it's just taken me forever because, yes, I did 3 different albums for one vacation. Each of my kids has an album, and then I did pictures for my own album. So kind of crazy. Not sure I will do that again because it has taken forever, but there were so many great memories from that trip that I just felt like each of us needed our own album. So at the top left there, I decided that I needed something. So I did 3 different size flags here. One thing I've been doing lately is making them a little bit longer just so I can kind of play with the length and not waste it if I cut it too short or whatnot. And then I just trim off the excess when I have them where I want them. And so I figured that was a great place for another cluster. So I used that Tennessee kind of epoxy flare, added the Explore stickers, and then some, not hearts, wow, stars, sorry, some stars to that cluster there. And then I decided the kind of title-ish, the phrase there kind of needed something as well. So I do add some stars to that as well. And when I first started this layout, I thought this was going to be the first page of the layout. But when I finished, I think when I put them in my scrapbook, I think this is actually going to be the second page. And when I start the second page, I will kind of explain to you why. And at the end, there is a picture of the two side by side. And I think you'll kind of see what I mean and why I switched it. So I liked this kind of diagonal striped paper, but I thought it was a little bit too busy for the pictures. And so what I decided to do is make it a border and make the background just white. So I trimmed a little bit off of both sides of the white and then cut out the inside of this paper so I could use it if I wanted on the rest of the layout. I don't think I ended up using it, but otherwise I just feel like it's a waste of paper. I mean, if it's not one that you're going to use again, I think obviously I would probably use the whole sheet, but I do like this diagonal stripe, so I wanted to kind of save some of the scraps. So I have these two pictures, and I just needed to kind of figure out where I wanted to place them. I decided I kind of liked them staggered like that and kind of crooked, not completely straight. And I decided, that left-hand side, if I was going to have them crooked like that, needed something. And so I cut this piece of scrap down. And this piece of paper there is why I decided to flip the layout and make this the first page. With the flag, the big yellow flag on the first page, and this stripped down the side of this page, I didn't like how both of them were in the middle when you looked at them side by side. So when I swapped them and made this the first page, those strips are on the outside, and I feel like it's more inviting. It's not kind of as harsh, so to speak. Maybe if they were the same colored papers and same pattern papers, it would have been different. But because they were so different, I just wanted them apart. I didn't want them close together. So that's why I decided to flip-flop the layout. And I wanted a title in that top little bit there because it is so white. So I went through my alphas and found some fun colored alphas. I do end up using 2 different sets of them just so that the colors kind of coordinate. The pictures in these 2 layouts are just kind of random pictures, and so I used the title Sightseeing. Thought it was appropriate. Everything else kind of was either hiking or at a specific location, but this was kind of all over some different pictures. So I just added that, and then that top right was pretty white, I guess. So I added some stars like I did to the first page, so I just incorporated those. And then I decided to back the pictures and actually double back them, which I've been doing a lot lately. One thing that I like about double backing them is that I feel like it gives it dimension. And a lot of times I like to back with a pattern paper, but if the pictures are too colorful or too busy, they just get lost in the pattern paper. And I feel like adding that white just helps bring attention to the picture more. I mean, that's kind of why we scrapbook, is to bring attention to the pictures. And so I feel like that little bit of white just helps the picture pop up off that pattern paper a little bit more and gives it some dimension. So I've been doing it a lot lately. I used to only use, I think, solid colors to back pictures, and sometimes I still do. But a lot of times I think lately I've been using pattern paper, so I like to double back them for that. So on a random sticker sheet, I found this little circle sticker that says LOL, and I wanted to use it because In the one picture, my son is in that kind of, I don't know, person's body, and it's quite large for his little head. And so I figured that sticker kind of fit perfectly. For this cluster here, honestly, the stickers all come from random sticker sheets. The Tennessee souvenir obviously is from the Tennessee specific stickers that I had bought, and I wanted to use up, because as much as I want to go back to Tennessee, there's not really any time in the future that I can see myself going, just with everything going on right now. So I wanted to use up as many as the stickers as I could, and the yellow just kind of fit with the color scheme of this layout perfectly. So then I like to do a triangle with my embellishment clusters, and so I added some phrase stickers here to the top left, and then added some stars to finish off that embellishment cluster there. This is from the Little Dude collection from Simple Stories, and I just like to embellish in a triangle. I don't know, I heard that somewhere along the lines of me scrapbooking, and it's kind of just a rule of thumb that I kind of live by now when I scrapbook and when I embellish. I do feel like it's kind of pleasing to the eye, and so I end up embellishing in a triangle more often than not. It looks like I added some stars to the bottom cluster as well, but that finishes off the layout, you guys, and I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Thanks, guys.